What's up everybody, welcome back to another Palm Circle Pete fishing adventure. Alright guys, so today I'm actually in Alaska. I got a bunch of family from here. This is where our family started out. So my brother's taking me out to Seward, Alaska to harvest some silver salmon for him and his family. We're allowed to catch 6 salmon per day, and then he also has my grandpa's proxy, which allows us to catch another 6 salmon. So each day we could catch 18 salmon. So what we're doing is we're going snagging for silvers. Now you're not really ever allowed to snag a fish, except for in these specific parts of Alaska and other places in the world, and only in saltwater. And Seward, Alaska is in this really unique place. It has this bay, and then the bay turns into the delta, and there's all these tributaries. So the salmon are trying to get back to the exact place where they were born. And there's so many of them that stack up right on the mouth of these rivers that we're allowed to just go out there with a big treble hook and snag them. It's a really different type of fishing for me. I've never done something like this. I've fished for salmon in a ton of different ways, and I've caught a bunch of salmon before, but not this type of way. All right guys, it's gonna be awesome. Stick with us. I've never tried this type of fishing before. I'm really excited. Let's go get it. Alright guys, so unfortunately we got out here and the wind was howling so much that it ruined all of my audio from my GoPro and my big camera. So you can see right there actually on Luke's first cast, he actually almost hooks into this fish. Let me rewind that, check this out. Right there on the first cast, he almost hooks into the salmon, and neither of us even saw that fish. But he's telling me, let's just walk down this bank and see if we can hook into any of them. It's a really foreign technique for me guys, I've never fished like this before. But he says you just gotta hook into that fish, make sure your drag's set all the way tight, walk it back onto shore, and then we have salmon to stock our freezers.
Get back here! Get back here!
I can't hook them! I think they're definitely coming up right here though. He said keep an eye on your hook, and I didn't have one. That's probably why I didn't hook up. He's right here. Got him! Nice, dude. There we go. Go on. He's got one on, guys. That's a nice fish. Run tip up, run tip up. It's a biggie. Nice.
Right there on the dorsal fin.
Got one. It's a pink. Yeah, it's a pink. Is it though? Yeah, you can see the hump already. You think?
Let's get a little closer on it.
Here you go, buddy. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, bud. Get out of here. He's hunting a fish right now, guys. Oh, there he is. I see him. Oh, you missed him. Dude, nice job. Is that another silver? Nice. caught 2 more silvers. So we're getting pretty good on our quota. We got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right guys, calling it a day. Heading back to clean these up. We're gonna take them, flay them all. Pretty good haul, 5 silvers, 1 pink. Not bad for a day that we thought we were gonna get mostly pinks. But the silvers are running and we got all day tomorrow. They're all on the stringer. Okay, so we caught 5 silvers yesterday, and I kind of talked about it with Luke. If we were on our game, we probably could have caught double that in terms of the gear that we were using and like the tide. We just got really excited. Like there's fish. We got really excited. We kind of rushed it a little bit maybe. It's about going out to fill this freezer so that these guys have fish for the winter. Today we're gonna go out there gunning. We're gonna see how many we can bring in. We were allowed to catch 18 a day because we each can catch 6, and then he has my grandpa's proxy. My favorite way of eating salmon is raw and like poke and sashimi, and that's their favorite way too. They have a poke recipe that they do. And he said one of those fish that we caught was probably like what, like 10 full-size bowls of poke.
What's up, babe?
I'm trying not to laugh. All right, so it's about lunchtime, and what we're gonna cook up that pink salmon that we caught yesterday. We're gonna save all the silvers for either smoked salmon or sashimi and poke. But that pink salmon is definitely not as good as tasty, and you can just tell by the color of meat. It's just not as good of a fish. So what we're gonna do is I got some tin foil, and we're gonna wrap it actually in bacon, and then put it right there on the fire. Okay, yeah. So this is the pink, and you can kind of just tell that like the color of the meat in here is a lot more pink than the red of the silvers. It has a lot of colors, but this pink is just, it's kind of like a trout. It's gonna taste good, but it's not gonna taste near as well as the silvers. Got some nice slice. He's hungry. So we've rotated it probably 3 times, and it's been on the fire for about 15 minutes total, and you can still see right there that it still needs to cook pretty well. So we're just taking it slow. This fish has literally been on the fire for an hour, and I still don't think it's quite done yet. Let's take a peek. Ooh, it's actually looking pretty good. Eat it.
Actually, I
It sure smells good. And oh yeah, it's looking good.
what, babes?
It's looking good. Looking pretty tasty. Initial impressions.
I don't like it. I love it! Yeah.
You can give him a little bit of fresh
Wow,
salmon.
that's actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
There's just like a stereotype with pinks, but that was actually really good.
Well, it's pretty mellow. It doesn't have like a strong flavor to it.
Ready? How is it? Tell the camera, what do you think? Right here.
No, it's actually really good. I think it still has the flavor of salmon, but it's not strong and steaky.
We like to use pinks for
Wait, hold this.
salmon salad sandwiches.
Alright guys, so now what's gonna happen is we got the rest of the day today to go out there, the same spot yesterday, and we gotta bring in a haul. We gotta bring in a lot of fish to fill the freezers. But the issue is, it's forecasted for 100% rain. So we're gonna get out there and it's gonna be a little miserable, but we gotta make it happen. We gotta catch those fish, bring them in, fill the freezers, get some poke on the menu. It's it's gonna be a good day. Well, it's gonna be a rainy day, but. All right, so our upgrades today is we got 10 knot hooks where we were using 8, and we got steel leaders, which is gonna help get our hooks down lower, and it's gonna prevent all that tangle city that we were having. The braid was getting tangled in the hooks. So we're hoping we got a recipe for disaster for these silvers. Ready? No, dude, that's a silver. That's a silver. It looks like it.
I think it's a really small silver.
I can't tell. How do you tell? You look at the tongue or something? Luke's got another one, guys. Pink? Yeah, that's the difference between, yeah. Well, it's raining. I haven't caught my fish yet today. Luke's got a nice one, a nice silver. Every time we go to a spot, 20 people follow us. I got some real issues. Right now my crank isn't working, so I don't have my crank. But it's not that big of a deal for the type of fishing that we're doing. Still haven't caught a fish, guys. Been out here for almost 3 hours. I have not got one. Hopefully we change that. Hopefully we just run into a school of them and hook up on like 5 or 6 in a row real quick. Got one. He's a pink. We don't keep those. This is what we're doing though, guys. It's the process. Snagging salmon. I'm not talking to you. Got him. Nice. Sweet. Get these gills out. I'm just gonna leave them here actually because these fish are running. They're coming through this channel. Little, right there, right there. Oh, right there. See him? Pink, guys. There you go. He's got another pink, guys. Another pink. Alright guys, I got this silver, but it looks somewhat like a pink, even though I was for sure it was a silver. Luke was skeptical, so he made me fillet it, or gut it, start the gutting process. You can tell it's definitely a silver. So I stopped right there, and we have one more fish. Yes! Got him, guys. Big silver. Perfect, guys. I saw him actually coming up. He's already got a gash in him. I'm gonna dispatch him real quick. So I just cast it right in there where I thought he was, reeled it in tight, and got an awesome salmon. Awesome silver salmon to end the day. Well, I'm gonna try again, but, all right. Where'd my rod go? Oh, Luke's got one all the way down there. Nice. Nice, he's backing up so far. Got another one. Is that a silver? It is a silver. Nice. Hey, hey, get out of here. Got one. He's a big one. Let's go. No! No! Dang it. No, guys, that was a big one. Shoot! Get him! Bring him in! Keep going! Luke's got one, guys. Look at that rod bend. It's a big fish. Keep going! No! Got one! No! No! Got one! No! Did you see that? Dude, that was like 20 pounds, that one right there. Dude, did you see that one right there? Dude, that one was big. That one right there was huge, but I had one that was like all the way up on the bank and then it snapped. Do you have any extra hooks? Oh, dude, there's one right in front of us. Gosh dang. Got him. Oh, nope, that wasn't one. My adrenaline's so pumped right now. Got one. It's coming towards you. Yeah! Let's go! That's a good sized one too. Nice. Good job, dude. I know, that's the first one. I really wanted to catch one like that. Let's get this back out there. The seals are scaring them in. There's like 4 seals.
Alright guys, you missed the portion of us actually filleting the fish because it was raining and it was not a good time for us, but we got all of them ready to go in vacuum sealed bags and we're just doing the process right now. Pretty intense, but as you can see, it's all worth it because you got some fresh silver salmon. Good to go. It's been a pretty crazy evening, but this makes it worth it.
Alright guys, so we're back in Tracy, California. Alaska trip's over, unfortunately, but we're back here. And check this out, we got one of the packs of salmon, one of the vacuum seals, ready to go. And before we end this video, I wanted to show you guys how I'm gonna make poke for the first time with these silvers that we caught on that trip. Now, to eat salmon raw, you have to freeze it at below 20 degrees Celsius for 7 days, or you could do below 35 degrees Celsius in a flash freeze for 24 hours. So before we get to cooking up this poke, since it's been about 7 days since our trip, I kind of wanted to talk about some takeaways that I had from the trip. So the biggest takeaway that I had was, should we have tightened the drag all the way? And we kind of talked about it beforehand, and I said, well, if we don't have the drag all the way tight and let the fish have some resistance when it wants to pull, maybe we won't lose as many fish. And I kind of went with his gut since it was like, you know, his trip and everything. But after looking at the footage and looking at the fish that we missed, maybe I disagree. Maybe I think we should have had the drag a little bit more loose so when the fish wanted to fight, it was able to fight and we weren't trying to just horse it on the shore. The argument that he had was that when you snag the fish, like in the dorsal fin or the tail, it fights a lot harder and you don't have near as well of a hook set, whereas when it bites the hook itself and it actually sets that hook with the barb inside its jaw. So you don't have the fish hooked as well, and if it tries to fight and kicks in a really weird way, he's basically saying that you're gonna lose the hook. But what do you guys think? Do you think that is, do you think what we were doing was a good idea, or should we have had the drag a little bit more loose so that the fish had resistance? The second takeaway that I have, that isn't really a takeaway, we kind of talked about it beforehand, was that the rod that I was using was too long. It was too long to be able to do that motion, and what I wanted was a rod like Luke had, that ugly stick, that was really short and really stiff, and that probably would have increased my fish to land ratio. And the final takeaway that I had was the waders, and you guys probably saw the waders that I had, those hip waders, were stupid. They sucked, they were not good. I bought those at Walmart for 40 bucks. Luke was like, just get some at Walmart when you get here, dude, because I couldn't fit mine in my bag. I didn't have enough room, and it was like, I should have just checked a bag and brought my waders, but it was just a joke. Those, don't ever buy $40 hip waders from Walmart. They were horrible. My first step in the water, and the water didn't go over them or anything, but the first step, there's water coming in through the feet. So I was soaked the entire time. Just really bad decision. I probably would have had a better time out there if I had some actual chest waders. But those are my 3 takeaways. If you have anything else based on the video, please comment and let me know. What do you think? What do you think about what we did out there? how we were able to get those salmon in. It looked really funny. It was definitely a foreign thing for me. I've never fished like that before. All right, that's it. Let's start making up this fresh poke. The way this is gonna work is I'm gonna be your server. I'm gonna serve you. Just tell me how much of everything you want. This is really good on it. This is red chili pepper, but it's spicy.
So then, like, trying to wash it every day would
Kill, bet.
do it even worse.
Thank you. All right, Leanna, teach me then something other than.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me if you want more or something. Very
Or
good.
rice. No, that's good enough.
All right, guys, here we go. We got the poke, the green onion, avocado, ginger, cilantro. Going in for the first bite. Let's see how it is.
This is really good. Really good.
Delicious.
Pretty good, guys. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment anything you have to say. See you next time.